All right. Well, my name is Tatiana Spears here with MercyWorks, and today we have Dr. Obste Therasme from SUNY ESF. And today we're just going to be interviewing him just to hear about his experience as a recent SynergyWorks partner and all the incredible work he's doing and providing opportunities for our students to learn and advance in the field of environmental science. So Dr. Obste, welcome. And I know I introduced you, but I would love for you to introduce yourself and let us know who you are and what you do.
Well, Tatiana, thank you very much for the invitation. It's really great to be here and sharing those few minutes with you. As you mentioned, my name is Obste Therasme. I'm currently an assistant professor in the Department of Sustainable Resources Management here at SUNY ESF. As you know, SUNY ESF is located in Syracuse, New York. We all know it. It's the first college of the nation with the focus on natural resources and environment. Mostly in my current role, I describe myself as someone who is transferring knowledge to students. I'm kind of pushing the boundary of knowledge and serve the community that I'm part of.
Thank you so much. Awesome introduction and really helpful to know kind of, again, the context of everything. And we got to chat a little bit before this meeting today, just to be able to understand too, really the role of environmental science and seeing how having opportunities for young people to be a part of this incredible and important field is. And so I wanted to just hear a little bit more about your experience this summer with the Synergy intern and a little bit more about the project that she was able to work and be a part of.
Oh, great. Happy to. I think I'll take more than 2 hours to describe the project for you. But just to give you a high-level summary, this summer we were fortunate enough to have Hiba, one of the Synergy intern with us during the last 10 weeks. She's been great. And this project that she was assigned to was funded by the U.S. Department of Energy, U.S. Department of Agriculture, USDA, my apology. During those 10 weeks, she was assigned to a specific small component of that project where she was working on an environmental life cycle assessment of a bioenergy system. She was able to develop some great data analysis skills where she had to work with different computer softwares like Python and Excel to kind of navigate the process.
Excellent. Yeah. And I think what's so interesting too is being able to see, her major is within engineering. Is that correct?
Definitely. I think she started into an engineering, but she have not declared like which specific field she wanted to be. And it's really interesting, like when she started and I was kind of interested to know her interests, and she was like, well, I'm exploring. And after the 10 weeks internship, again, I chat with her again and say, hey, what do you want to do? And she said, well, I wanted to go into the environmental field, environmental engineering. And I was like, wow, it's working, right? I can see the role that the Synergy internship program play in the life of those students, right? When they came in, right, they had those opportunities for them to develop new skills, but at the same time, they receive leadership training, and those things help them to think toward the long-term goal, where they want to be in the future. And this is a great benefits of those students who come and take part in this program.
Dr. Therasme, you hit the nail on the head. That's really the intent of the program. And I think it's so great to see that you saw that even within practice. It's this combination of leadership development and practical experience through a paid internship to be able to really help bring this kind of exposure and knowledge, and just to see, because sometimes a lot of these students, many of them the first in their families to go to college, to have this type of experience is really helpful, even just to get affirmation as to if this is the kind of field that they want to get into, and really bring even further focus in having this practical exposure. So it's super helpful to hear your experience with that, and really looking forward to future opportunities with that, and future partnerships with SUNY ESF and Synergy as well. And, as we talked about kind of exposure a little bit too, I wanted to get your take as well of why it is so important to have diversity within this particular field, especially, being that, every headline we're seeing, really the effects of climate change and what's happening, and really the importance of really nailing down alternative energy sources and all these other things, apart from the science behind it. Why do you think having diverse voices and experiences helps to really amplify the goals set for the scientific community?
Well, as you know, diversity is something that we all should strive for and look forward to have in every system, and it's help in terms of developing solutions that will work. As you know, historically, when we talk about the STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics field, different minority groups have not been represented properly. And there are a lot of efforts that SUNY ESF and other organizations, the US government are pushing toward to increase the presence of those minority groups in this field. And I see, when I look at and reflecting on the role of synergy, I felt like you are like a bridge to help connect the dot. This is the simplest way I can put that.
Wow, that's so powerful. I appreciate you sharing that, and being able to see and to share how this program can really help be a bridge, not only in the scientific community, but even in other fields of study and professions as well. And that's really encouraging to hear. And so in our last few moments here, I just wanted to ask you a couple remaining questions. The first is, what would you say to students who are considering being a part of Synergy? What would you encourage them to do if they're like, oh, I don't know, maybe, it might be too hard, might be too challenging. What would you say to a prospective student considering Synergy?
All right, that's a great question. And honestly, the first thing I'll think of is what the Synergy program has to offer to the student, right? As you can think about it, it's a paid internship. On top of that, right, the program helps you to build and think through where you want to be in the next couple of years by placing you with an employer where you can gain new skill set, get exposed, connect, build your network. At the same time, they provide you with a lot of training and leadership skills that will help you to succeed. As I mentioned previously, this is really a bridge to your success. So I would say, do not be afraid, just reach out, connect, and they will take the rest from there.
Love that. Dr. Therasme, thank you so much for your valuable time. And thank you for just your contribution even to the program. I know this was like the first year we were able to kind of put this together, and looking forward to other opportunities for the students to really learn and delve into this field. So thank you again for your time.
It's a pleasure.
Okay, bye-bye.